Good night. Sunday Vibes Live. We on the 10th episode, so that means it would have been the 10th week in 2023 so far. We're just gonna give the regular thing, some people a few minutes before they join us. Yeah, like a 2 minutes to, just to get people there. I think I cleaned up well. Today was Pagua here in Trinidad and Tobago. Well, the Pagua celebration was actually during the week last week. Either Wednesday or Tuesday, or was it Tuesday? Somewhere around there. Between Tuesday and Thursday was the official day for like Holy or Pagua. Hey, King Solomon, good night, good night. Yeah, but today, this Sunday, we celebrated here in Trinidad and Tobago. So, your boy was out there, in it, the heart of it, enjoying himself. And well, yeah, so that will be the upcoming video for this Saturday. Pagua 2023 here in Trinidad and Tobago. I only went 2 spots this rounds. I went to around West Savannah and I went Kirap. Alright, so yeah. So you can look out for that. And yeah, we'll just King Cool. Hope all is well. Hey Hafiz, good night, good night. Just want to shout out Shirley again for donating to the PayPal and everything, yeah, and all those funds goes back into videos. So yeah, hey Angela, good night. Well, welcome. This is a nice thing about being here on the live. We, as best as I can, try to be here every Sunday around this time. Yeah, so you miss one, you can always watch the replay. And yeah, before anything, let me see. I just wanna, before we jump into anything, because just now I realized it's approaching we're already in the 2-minute mark. So before we recap yesterday's video, which was a fun one to do. Hey Kingston, good night, yeah. So before we jump into that, I just wanted to say that for anybody who is going through any hard period right now, in this life, whether it be you lost a parent, you lost siblings, COVID is, you just don't. I just want to say that you'll be okay. You have to go through the emotions and talk to people you need to talk to, but you'll be okay in the long run. So no worries. That being said, let's jump into the yesterday's video drop with 3 local YouTubers. Shout out Gani Trinbago Outdoors Pushman, shout out Lyndon Baptiste, and shout out Jacob and Niche and their younglings. Hey Crystal, good night. And yes, King Solomon, out of all the roti I ate in that video, I wouldn't lie, the purple roti was the best one out of the all 4 of them, if I had to give you an honest opinion. And it just so happened I forgot to mention it in the video, so I'm going to say this. Hey, your boy Styles, good night, hi. Yeah, I forgot to mention this probably in the video. I'm not sure if I'll place it in the comment. But at R&R Roti in Dabadi, there's not only purple roti they have other colors as well. I think they have green, they have red, they have blue, which would have been interesting. And I think I could safely say it's 95%. 95% I could say, and when I mean 95%, I mean is 95%. I think that it is food coloring, because the roti was nice, it was soft, it was just the way. Oh yeah, if you see my fingers, it's I tried to do, I think I did a good job. Yes, Hafiz, I did play Pagua today. I was out there from about after 1 until about 5:30, minutes to 6. So I kind of try and scrub down. You might see some little nicks and spots that I miss, but yeah. Yeah. Hey, your boy Styles, yeah, big up. It was nice to meet you in the Savannah. It was nice. Hey, I shook us. How you going? Good night. So yeah, so I was in the Pagua. Barry, you enjoyed the roti video? Yeah. So yeah, so there are other colors in the roti at R&R. It just so happened that day we went is only the purple roti was available, and it's yeah, bring things. So apart from visual, I know some people would watch that and I'm not feeling that, but it was just interesting and I had to try it, and it was a real good roti. Hey Susie, good night. So yeah, so that was cool. Now our next fun story, I'll jump back in the Pagua in a little bit. I just we touching on the yesterday's video drop with the other local YouTubers. The funny thing is, right, when I call Jacob, and he's from Jacob and Ish, Jacob Walcott, he's like, and I asked him, bro, there's the spot along the main road in Dinsley. And I was like, wait, now, was it hot sauce? And he's like, yeah, that the spot he's normally go to now. I was like, boy, I went there with Lyndon. Hey, Farid, good night, good night. So it's like, yeah, boy. So it was kind of funny that he and Lyndon initially have the same spot, but then he's like, hey, but he have this next spot that he partner take him the other day, and the food is consistently good. So I say, all right, yeah, let me go try that spot, and it so happened to be the R&R roti shop, and it's like, I won't lie, like I remember Julia was asking me, okay, between that roti I had in the east and south roti, which one? Because I went on a podcast with Lyndon, and I always told him, hey Kyle, good night, good night. And yes, Susie, I know somebody. Anytime you see me do a food video, I would suggest eat some food or have some food right there eating, because you will get that. Yeah, you'll start to feel hungry and feel for that roti or feel for that doubles or feel for whatever we eating in that video. Because even sometimes when I do watch in the back, I start to feel, for all those things. But yeah, and so Julia was asking me, like, if I had to pick between the South roti, because I did a podcast with Lyndon, and it's like, where have the best roti? And I say like South. I was like, that roti and R&R, it come close. It's like right there, just underneath the South roti. To me, I still love my South roti, and I find South roti is the best. Have the best curry roti, dal peri roti. This is when we're talking about roti, we're talking about dal peri roti here, right? But that one at R&R was pretty good though. That one, like, if I was in the east and up on that side and I'm feeling for roti, I'd probably make my way there to get it. Yes, Susie says she's happy. I show East people, and for the East people, yeah. It's always fun to do collabs. It's like when you're moving with Bushman, it's always like that family vibes. Is you feel he's either your next door neighbor, or you're brethren from long ago. You just have vibes. One thing I forgot to mention in the video, I made any comment from yesterday's video, is the first spot, the little food place that we went, like the first roti shop we went to with Bushman in the first one. Yeah, I mean, a good bit of spots sells $20 roti around the area, but it's like that. Look at the size of that roti that he gave us for $20. It was unbelievable, and it was he ended up moving like a week after, and I did went down there to try and find the spot when it was yesterday morning. Like before I dropped that video, I was like, nah, let me go and try and find these spots for you all, and but I couldn't find it, boy. I couldn't find it, and so, but hopefully, when I call Bushman, he said, don't worry, he go organize and he go find it and he go send it to me, and once he get that, I'll like leave a link to it, Google Map links to it, just in case anybody want to visit. Yeah. Hey Faisal, good night. Faisal and Nita, thank you so much. I want to know if you ever tried Juman's roti. Now Juman's roti is in St. Augustine or Curbside, boy. I'm not sure. Hey, it is statistics. Yeah, boy, the last time I had one of that would have been when I was back in UE, and that would have been probably back in 2014 roughly, so it's almost a decade ago. I haven't had that since, but I did tell myself next time I like I doing a East roti hopping or something, so I will actually go and try back and see how, if they're still as good as it was when I was back in UE days. You're welcome, Susie. I appreciate the the support and everything in watching these videos. So yeah, and that's about more or less it. Yeah, cure for Jumans. Yes. So we jumping back in the Pagua. The Pagua was live streamed. I think it on Facebook and on YouTube from ITV and a few other spots. So your boy Style say he make it on TV. He see himself on TV. Woy. I should have recorded. When I was there. I've been on in next week's videos, because I bounced up a few other peeps and subscribers and thing, like between when I was in Pagua today, between around Wales and Europe, and it's like, yeah, so they will be in this Saturday's video drop. Hey Philip, all is well, hope all is well on your end. King Solomon is saying he liked the van where Bushman eating in. Yes, that is called the Bushman Express. So anytime you all, especially those of you who live in abroad and come down here to Trinidad and looking for transport or looking for, just vibes or just to go somewhere, Bushman Transport doing that for you all. And yourself, if you all want to organize something once at a time, I mean, I could always organize me and Bushman and we could organize. So that is for any foreigners whenever you're all ready, or they could come down and we could organize something. Yeah, how was the purple roti different from normal roti? Brandon asking. Boy, it was the same. The only thing that was different was the color. I mean, when I mean the same, it was a good roti. Like, the roti was soft. It was nice. The curry inside was just hitting the spot. Like, after that, all you needed to do is to go home and sleep. That was a good curry. And yeah, my hands pink. Let me just show you all, right? Now, this was what I went with. I even brought it inside because I tried my best to scrub it down. And so this is the Pagua jersey. Oh, you see the little white? Yeah. Look at that. This is the final. So yes. So this was entirely white today before actually, jump out. And now it is. Yeah. Well. I got to go and scrub that down sometime tomorrow because right now, what's to take away water home here. I mean, we have in the pipe and thing a little drizzle, but yeah, not enough to like scrub down that or anything. So I'll probably tackle that tomorrow. It was nice to like be back outside to see what people celebrating. I mean, it didn't have the crowd. Yep. Whoa, Bushman! I'm now talking about you. Look, big up Trinbago Outdoors Bushman in the chat. Yeah, I was now talking about the Bushman Express. For any foreigners here, if you want to come, when you all come down and you just want to, have a vibes, have a lime, have a route somewhere. You yourself, if down here, if you're, here in Trinidad and you just want to move somewhere, check out Bushman and we go organize. But your boy says saying you have a PewDiePie in the channel sections. I not sure. Oh, how you mean? I'm not sure. I had to check that about your boy styles. I mean, I used to watch some PewDiePie here and there. Back in the days, like in terms of foreign YouTubers, I'll watch the big ones like Mr. Beast, PewDiePie. Who else? Schultz, Colin Samir, those kind of things. Ryan Trehan, yeah, those are the ones I'll watch in the foreign, apart from the local people who I normally watch. Susie's asking if pepper roti hopping next. I did a pepper roti hopping at the Nagar, Susie. If you didn't check that one out, you could check that out. And that was basically, I ate 9 or 10 pepper roti at the Diwali Nagar. Yeah. Hey Donna, good night. Donna is saying how I always look like I have the biggest laugher. It's just, it's be nice to be here chatting with you all. It's be interesting, just to be able to explore Trinidad, to be able to share it with you all and to just get the feedback. It's be a nice vibes. And yeah, Bushman, don't worry, we organizing a road trip. I'll be with Bushman on our road trip sometime, hopefully soon. Like twice so far, he's trying to get me, and it's like I always have something to do, always busy, and is I just always busy sometimes, but I have to go on a road trip with him at some point. So yeah, and like today, Pagua wasn't as crowded as it would normally be. I mean, eventually coming down later in the evening and night, it had a lot more people than like when I initially got there. And that would be because people still being cautious. People still. Bushman say I'm blushing, bro. It's just probably the Abiru and all these things, and I real scrub down my face. Yeah. That hot sun too, boy. That sun was blazing today. So yeah. So all that blushing and thing is, all them pink stain, all them pink powder, and everything that got on my face earlier today. Boy, I get some of that too. It had a point in time where I get ambushed and I get soaked down with Abir about all on six sides. It's like everybody just come out with their pichikari, which is like the pump, and yeah, and that's soak me down. It's like I get all sides. Susie is asking, are you thinking east-west corridor, various locations? Now my question, Susie, because I know normally pepper roti is be a thing around Diwali time, and I do not know much people. I know one or two people in Claxon Bay that has pepper roti, and I know one or two people in Tebe that sells pepper roti separate from outside Diwali. Hey, Namala, good night. But I'm not sure about the east-west corridor. That might require some research. Like I know I'll get doubles, I know I'll get roti and stuff along the east-west corridor, but I'm not sure I'll get pepper roti. So that is something to probably look into, and I might have to do some research on that. So yeah, but yeah, next week for those of you who jumped in late, we are doing Pagwa, and yeah, in doing these lives, well, so we covered the roti hopping. We covered a little bit of next week's video, which is the Pagwa here in Trinidad and Tobago, and it's nice to see people out and about and especially like to see the younglings and things, take part in the festivities. That was kind of cool too. So yeah, King Solomon, anytime whenever you touch down, we going out. So remember last week, I don't know if how much of you all, a few of you all were here last week on the live, and I tell you all I was reading this book. It was this book is an interesting book. Part of it is fictional, part of it is true. And but it was just interesting to see how Trinidad was back in the days, and to see these stories back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and even the 70s a little bit. Yeah, that was in this book, and I finished this book, by the way. So now actually the next book I'm going to read is Lyndon's book, Boy Days. Actually, I started this today, sometime today, earlier this morning actually. So this is the next book. So I want to book number 2 for 2023. I'm going to try and do 12 books for the year, probably more, at least 12 books. We'll see how it goes. I'm so happy, like I found that challenge with Lyndon and Farmer Hamry, because like I've been telling you my father, well, I wanted to get back into the reading. I really enjoy reading, and because reading is just take you to other places, take you back in time, take you to fictional places, fantasy places. So yeah. Hey Tony and Nate, good night. Yes, I happy you all enjoy the roti hopping. And yeah, and look out for our next big one with Bushman. Hey Brandon, what's up, man? I hope all is well. I know this week would have been a rough week for you all, and I hope you could concentrate on your studies. You have a big exam coming up. So yeah, Ramroop, Brandon, Ramroop. So yeah, so this is your boy started saying the smell of Abir stuck in my nose. Boy, I don't know what to help you. I know I get some in my mouth, and it's like I spit that out, and yeah, I just brush my teeth and all kind of thing to just get that out. Well, Brandon, take your vitamins. Stay away from people, because hopefully the COVID it won't be as bad. Oh yeah, and I something I wanted to tackle. I think it was next Brandon. He was asking like if I was ever intended to upload more than one video during the week. And my initial answer was no on the regular channel. Like the kind of videos I drop on these Saturdays. Hey Susie, thank you so much. 14.4k. Yeah. We go in. So yeah. I only post one video a week, more or less. Well, except for the live. And when I sit down thinking about it earlier this week, and it's like, wait, yeah, I actually would post other videos like during the week outside the Saturday, but it wouldn't be the same caliber as those Saturday videos, and it would be like only lives. Right, so the only time I'll post like a video outside the Saturday would be like if I in something and it is like I think it would be interesting, like something random, and I'll just pull out my phone and just go live. That's the only time I'll be like posting something outside the regular Saturday videos kind of thing. So your boy Styles, you have SEA as well. Well, good luck, and may the force be with you and Brandon on that. I hope you all, putting in the work, because this is an important time. Brandon, even though you got sick and you have COVID at the moment, right? I hope it's not as bad and you're still able to do some work, seeing that you will be home for a little while and to be isolated and everything. So yeah. And what else, boy? Just Brandon is saying he's very nervous for exams, and let me tell you, from now until all the exams you're going to write, you are going to be nervous about each and every one. But you just have to do your best and prepare as best as you possibly can. Say your prayers, do your past papers, and this goes up to your boy Styles too, and anybody else who's writing exams, right? Do your best, put your best foot forward, ask the questions, ask the teacher questions, do your past papers. That helps a lot. And let's go out there and do your best, and let's hope for the best, pray for the best, and things will work out some way or the next. Don't worry. And Susie admires how I put thought and effort into the content, and it shows. Thank you, Susie. Yes, I try to give you all something, give you all knowledge, teach you all something. Whatever I learn, I'll try to put it out there, and I'm happy you all are able to learn a few things as well. Don't worry, your boy Styles, he was out there today in the vibes. We had a little fun. Now we should put in some more work, and you'll get through. You'll get through. Just put in the work, and you all will get through. And yeah. So that's about it. What's happening? Hey Adesh, good night. You're now joining on the live. I think I'm more or less covered. More or less everything I should have covered. I don't know if anybody else have any other questions or anything we want to check out or watch. I know last week was like we check out fun clear stuff and chromatic stuff. So if all you have any videos, all you had in mind that you all enjoyed as well, we can always take in that. I know it's this weekend is Tobago Jazz Festival. So yeah, let's continue studying. So she's asking what's my favorite type of vlogs. I think my favorite type of vlogs is trying new things, discovering new places kind of thing. I enjoy that aspect of things, and to be honest, like here on YouTube, I would have to say the favorite type of vlogs is those that are straightforward and easy to edit. Like the roti hopping one, that was just straightforward and easy to edit. And my guess, all the guests in that one, Bushman, Linnan, Jacob Anish, I mean, we are familiar with each other, and it just felt normal, and it's like you're with your long-time friend kind of thing, so the vibe just flow nice and easy. And so my favorite type of vlogs is the ones that is like move as flow and easy as that. So, and well, I like trying new things, new food, new places, and whatnot. And Brandon's asking when is my birthday. September, the 27th of September. Yeah, so I'm like, what you call that, Libra? Yeah. And your boy is like, hey, yes, don't ever feel, even though you would be an A+ student, even though you will be like on top of your class and everything, and think you'll pass with flying colors, still put in the work and still try and be humble. Because when the higher up you go, once you leave primary school and go up to secondary school, and then from secondary school, if you all foreign your knowledge, you realize how big the world is, and so don't ever get full of yourself let the arrogance take over. Just like today was Pagwa, right? One of the aspects of Pagwa is celebrating knowledge over ignorance. That is one of the aspects of celebrating that in this festival. So don't ever get that and when I mean knowledge over ignorance and faith over arrogance in a sense. So don't ever feel you know everything. You still put in the work, be confident in what you're going to do, and yeah, and you all will be good. Because sometimes when you think you know everything and you go out there is be yeah. So Brandon says he liked the doubles hopping video, doubles for life. Yeah. So I should have a doubles hopping video actually coming up sometime in April. So yeah. Hint at Nathan. Yep. So Dread, all I make out this week with them Saharan dust, Dread. You know, like right now, for those of you who don't know, the Saharan dust levels here in Trinidad and Tobago is at an all-time high, like this past week, and I find it was rough. Hey Sylvan, good night. Because even when I was outside, I find my throat was, a little ticklish, a little bit kind of thing, and it has some cases, like when you walking through outside, you felt that was when, boy, I think Wednesday when I went for a walk Wednesday, and I felt like I was walking through this tin field or something because the Saharan dust here in Trinidad, real horrible. And if you don't know the Saharan dust, it is basically, yes, dust from the Saharan desert that cross the ocean and everything and end up down on the side of the Caribbean. That's just how it be. So it's have a good bit of that, and it increases the heat levels here as well. So yeah, and Brandon is asking what is the maxi I have in the back, and yeah, this here is a green band maxi. Now I'm originally from south, so when I was younger and I had to travel, I used to, like when I used to be in primary school and secondary school, I used to travel to and from home. I originally from Marbella, Brandon, so San Fernando to Marbella. I used to take the green band maxi or a car to get home. So yeah, so that was back in the days, and then well, I get my license and everything, and then afterwards I start driving. And I used to still travel like up to Form 6 and stuff. So yeah, the driving part used to be like in between, and then like probably when I started university, well, I didn't need that car then. It's only after that when I started to work then I had a car. So this is like a throwback to that period in time when I had to travel. And I do have a future video actually, which includes maxi hopping in a sense. So yeah, so you all could look out for that. And yes, Susie, it will be along the east-west corridor. The next double hopping video that is coming up will be one in south, but at some point sometime later this year I'll do a next double hopping along the east-west corridor. That one gonna be a big one, especially how I plan to do it. Hey Joanna, blessed night. She wanted to say that living on $120 a week. Yes, that's how it's be. That's just how it is. I mean, food prices rising and things just getting rougher here in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have to just see how it goes. Because that video now as well, like even though I did that video is afterwards, it still has an impact on me in terms of like how I view and how I spending my funds now. Is like, wait now. So every time I go out and I buy food, anytime it cross $100, is always come back to like, wait now, and I survive a week on this. What else I spending all this money on food and for two people, boy? And Aaron is saying, how is the jazz festival? I do not know, to be honest. Like I know that this week here is the jazz festival here in Trinidad and in Tobago, but I don't know if anybody posts up any videos on it. I'm sure people would have posted up videos on it. I'm just gonna check YouTube and see if anybody at all across there who doing anything on the jazz festival. I see TTT Live has something, and Tobago festivals, but it looking like it's just it they have much. I ain't seen anything as much on the YouTube. If you want, hold on, let me show you what I'm looking at. Yeah, so you all seeing. So yeah, so you all seeing is like it not seen anything much. Tobago Jazz Festival, yeah, that was 3 days ago. So yeah, so it launched Tuesday or Friday. So I don't know. No, one of these days though, like one of these years, I shouldn't say one of these days. One of these years, hopefully next year, I will want to go across for the jazz festival and like do a full thing of that. King Solomon, yeah boy. Marabata Shagonas also is, well, the Green Man I think is go straight up to Europe, and even in some cases is probably going to Port of Spain at some point. I'm not sure. So she's asking, if I have the opportunity to live abroad, will you relocate? And to be honest, like if I was still single, Susie, I would say no, because I love Trinidad and Tobago. But now with a wife and everything, and considering family and everything, that might, if that pops up, I may actually consider relocation. But until then, or if not, but most likely we could just be here in Trinidad, right through. Running his house tour videos. Nah, I don't do the house tours because we explore everything else Trinidad and Tobago. Aaron is saying he heard there's a large jazz festival in April. Well, I mean, it's Easter time is Easter time, so it's not so much jazz festival. It's be like more Easter based stuff. So yeah. Yeah, Joanna, we have to be proud of everybody who is staying so strong and surviving here in Trinidad. Is sometimes it be, yeah. Susie's saying she ate kiss fillers for $7 a pack recently, and yeah, Susie, I tell you, you have to remember those videos when you're buying some of these things. Tess is saying a good night, Tess. Point 14 Borough Day coming. Yes. Well, I'm not sure if I could make it down there that day, because I think that's on the 30th or 31st of this month, sometime at the end. I'm not sure if I'll be able to reach point 14 then, but I'm planning to try just to do that video, and that video will drop probably sometime in April. Cause good night, big up, cause yeah. Brandon asking if myself and Five something would make a great collab. One of these days, who knows? We shall see, because like I would like to do some more of the, like, those food hopping videos with local peeps, local YouTubers, and just get those kind of stories in, see how they started, kind of thing. And yeah, and just see who is there. Go to Sylvan is asking how many color bands it have in Maxis. Not the blue band butter. Well, actually, they have the blue band, which is in Tobago. The Tobago Maxis is blue band. The green band is the north south one. The brown band is from, I could be mixing this up, but I think the brown band is from San Fernando to Pinal, Tiparia, around there, and the black band is like more to Princeton or Rio Claro, from San Fernando to Rio Claro. The red band is from City Gate, which is in Port of Spain, to Sandy Grande, I think. Or is it Arima? I think it's, no, yeah, the red band is still Arima, and then you have to take a bus or something straight down to Grande or cars. And then the yellow band is by the way is that by opposite GSS, the ferry service, and that goes down to the west sometimes. Think that goes the eastern main road, so that goes Diego Martin and stuff. So yeah, so it's yellow, green, red, brown, black, blue. So 6. Yeah, Sylvan, 6. So that's that. Hey, Mo Gaines. Yeah, definitely go give R&R Roti Shop a try and let me know what you all think. Right, I think so far for me that is the best roti in the East. Susie saying San Grande 2 is red band. Okay. Because it's like, I was trying to remember, because I know most times the red band is go up to Arima and then stop. But yeah, but that is good to know. Oh wait, I now realize I still have it in thing here. Ah, so I didn't see anybody post any live or anything on the Tobago Jazz, so it looked like we don't really have any local YouTubers across there. I was hoping Shines would have done that at some point because I know he's be in Tobago. That Shine Stories, love in the house. Hey Shivan, a day, welcome, live in New York. I hope the weather up there is getting warmer, you know, or it's still cool no till up there. So yeah, and Muggins, you were talking about Shines and myself. Yeah, I'm hoping to like go up actually in love until one of these days and hopefully find a roti shop up there. So we'll see how that goes. Hey Chantel, good night, good night. You know, reach and just about to wrap up a little bit. Yeah, because I think we tackle everything by the way, right? Check out this now. This is a young photo of Lyndon, and I now seeing this here. I never seen this. Ooh, dear boy. So long time now, this man, you know, posting books. For those of you who now reach, I reading one of his books, Boy Days. This is my second book I'm reading. So I'll see how far I reach come next week. Thank you, Chantel. She was saying the roti hopping video was good. That was a fun one, especially like discovering that Purple Roti. Big up Jacob and Nish for that. So yeah, and actually they may actually Jacob might post our next video because he was also recording that time we link up. So once you do that, I'll throw that up in my community tabs. So yeah, so you all will get a next aspect of that itself. So yeah, hey Joseph, good night, good night. Brandon is asking if you ever hit the gym. Actually, yeah, I still go in the gym quite often. It just so happened that about a year ago, I actually damaged this shoulder, and it not completely healed because it's one of the shoulders I had to be using all the time. And but because the shoulder is damaged, it limits me in what I could do in the gym. So I haven't been to the gym in the longest while. The most time you might find me in a gym, and I might, because I want to start back, this is probably to go and sweat like them indoor sweat in Raw Fitness in Gasparilla. That might be the only time you might see me in a gym to sweat with some of my boys when I start back sweating. Nomala is asking, yes, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate that. It helps the algorithm to show that hey, people enjoy these videos and will push it out to a few more. Now, speaking of that, that is sometimes how YouTube is work. So if anybody here who on YouTube as well, it is unfortunate, like in terms of what you get to your subscribers, once you upload a video and drop it, it'll push it to a few random subscribers, and if they don't watch it or hit that like button or leave a comment, it may not recommend it to everybody else. So that's why sometimes people would not get a notification that hey, you drop a new video unless you're like you're consistent. But you know, for me, Trinbago Vibes channel will always have a video every Saturday around 6ish, and I say 6ish because sometimes I run late depending on how the editing going, because it's only weekends I really have to try and sort these things, and it's basically a balance I have to do between YouTube and, you know, family life and housework and all these other things. So yeah, because during the week I work, and work these days sometimes just take up as a good bit of my, you know, mental fortitude and everything. Yeah. So with that one, I think about that I should wrap up. Yes, give that like button a tap. Also, I saw YouTube roll back on some of the rules. Like they had some new rules that they roll out with respect to obscene language and stuff. In the first few seconds of the video, they roll back on that a little bit. So that is an update on things that I've seen happening on the platform. So yeah, and with that, you all, just want to wish you all a good week. Good luck, Brandon, and your boy Styles, you know, in your studies, or anybody else who are studying for exams or anything. I wish you the best of luck. Put in the work. Have confidence in yourself. Do your past papers. You will do well. The rest of you all, have a great night. Have a great week. I hope you all have a productive one. Hope you have at least a good one. Stay safe. I find these days I've seen too much accidents on the road when in my travels up and down the highway. So be observant out there. Do not try to be on your phone or be distracted on the road at all, because that could lead to some serious consequences. And I don't want to, be reading that something happened to you all. And just have a blessed one. And thank you again for joining me on this Sunday Vibes Live. So, until next week, you all stay safe, have fun, and later. I'm gone. Yeah, good night. Stay safe. Have a good one. Yeah, you all enjoy.